G'day, my name's Alan Baldwin. I'm an Akubra wearing, sunglass toting, English born Australian carp angler, and I call myself the Canny Carper.
He's the dude who's in the mood to pull some carp out for you. He's the dude who's in the mood to show you just what to do. The Canny Carper.
Morning. Back at the bridge swim. Fishing the margins. Hopefully we can catch something today. Well, today's taken a turn that's a little bit different. I think it's going to warm up a bit later, but geez, about 14 degrees now and rain, so yeah, a little bit different to yesterday when I was getting sunburned. Well, here's a view that can only mean one thing. Net in the water and the rod out. Let's see, can we... Oh yeah, there we are. Nice fish. Might pop him out. Well, good morning everybody. At a new location. Not going to tell you where it is. We'll call it Carpy Corner. Because it looks carpy. Oh, well, rods are out. Or rods are in. Whatever, I don't know. I'm fishing. So here we go. It's certainly a bit of a different view. I've got the wind blowing in from behind me. And that's making life a bit tricky. I was hoping it was going to be blowing at me. So we want it to do a 180. very nice looking facility, isn't it, eh? I like it. Feeling confident. Just had a bit of a liner. And there's the culprit. I think the one in front, not the one at the back. So I just had a liner on my right hand rod, which is fishing way out here somewhere. But you can see I'm fishing right across at least 2 clumps of weed there that are on the surface. Never fished like this before across weeds, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. It's a different sort of weed to what I've seen previously as well. Okay, here's my theory of everything with regard to the wind today. It's blowing away from me, but what that does mean is that items of food and such like are being blown out of these reeds and these trees that are around the edges, and they fall in the water. Some of them float across, which is why we like to be in the teeth of the wind, and then some of them sink. So I'm fishing the margins this side. Whoa, what a difference 2 days makes. So the wind has turned around completely and it's blowing in towards me, which is what I want. I did have a walk over to that other swim that we can see in the distance over there, but I'd have struggled to get fish in. My landing net handle's only 2 metres, so I haven't got my rake with me, so I couldn't get any of the weed out of there, but it's a nice swim there. Anyway, I'm casting out into there's a sort of deeper channel, casting out towards that swim, about halfway I suppose, just over, yeah, it'd be just over. And that is where I envisage the fish coming along, following all this food that's being blown in by the wind. Let's hope that theory's right, eh? Gee, it's looking carpy now. Got the wind blowing straight down my throat. I've got the water cut up nicely. I've had a run on one bait, and I've had the pink topper was taken off of the other bait. Maybe they're more finicky bites than I'm used to here, don't know. But interesting, feeling very carpy. Well, as you would have just seen from that time-lapse sequence, I got an eel. I caught an eel. Look at all the weed and the tangle around this rig now. I have to redo it. Look at it. Oh, they're horrible things. Fortunately, I had some pliers handy, and he was hooked in the bottom lip, so I was able to just grab the hook and shake him free, and he's off to fight another day. Ugh. Oh well, at least I haven't blanked. Can you claim an eel? Oh yeah, I think I will. Well, as you just saw in the time lapse, the eels around here go for dumbbell wafters. Oh dear. So, don't know what we do about that. They're not meaty flavoured or anything. Banana. Why would an eel go for that? Okay. Well, if I don't see you again in this video, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Well, morning all. Brand new swim I'm trying. I know it looks familiar, but that's because the island's that funny shape where it's essentially got 2 legs that look very similar when you're fishing in front of them. Similar casting distance. This time I'm casting just to the right of the island there, seeing what I can pick up. There was a fishing comp here last Saturday, and the person sitting in this swim happened to win the comp with the biggest fish. So the Canny Carpers jumped into the swim in the anticipation of doing the same. It's a beautiful day. It's just the wind is coming at us, as you can see. It's perfect from that perspective. The barometer isn't falling. It's staying steady, about 10-18, I think. I don't think it's going to rain. If it does, I'll run under the trees. And it's feeling very carpy. Very carpy. Wow, look who's back on the scene. Looking very majestic. Always on his own, this one. Presume male, I don't know. Females might tend to sort of flock together more. Always on his own. He survived the winter anyway. Now he's looking for some likely tucker spots. Good luck, mate. Just leave the big carp alone, eh? Well, we're back on my the Ganesh swim, as I call it, after a couple of weeks. And as you can see just here, I think someone's been fishing here because they're making a second sort of swim or access to the water point there. Good for the local dogs and things. And astute viewers will notice that I have a new buzz bar on the front there. I just got that delivered to me from Bank Angler. That's great. And I'm using a Bank Angler product on one of the rods just to see how it goes. The pellet soaked and infused in the red stuff, whatever that red goo is. It was interesting when I first got here. I was setting up, and you can see I'd have had to be stomping over those big rocks there, and you can hear in the distance, yeah, whippersnippers going. So those guys have been along here and they're making a lot of noise, and there's cars going up and down. And as I cast out, so this left-hand rod has been cast out way out here somewhere. A fish over this side, right in the margins. As soon as my PVA bag hit the water right out there, this fish in the margin decided to break the surface. Splash! It had been spooked, obviously, by this splash that was, gee, it's got to be 50 metres away. So they can tolerate me stomping over the rocks. They can tolerate me doing everything to set up and making a lot of noise, clanking metal together and such like, as I invariably do. But they don't like the sound of a PVA bag hitting the water, or I guess anything hitting the water. They get spooked by it. So that's interesting. I guess it goes back to the younger days when the water birds would have been chasing them. You know, a cormorant coming down, splash, and they got to go. Interesting stuff. Just about to try a new bait. It's one of these oh, there we go. You can see what it looks like. Where is it? Bank Angler hook pellets, red cloud. Oh, sounded like a good idea. So there's the red cloud hook pellet on underneath a piece of floating corn, size 6 hook, I'd say. One of those pre-tied things, very lightweight, and I'm just going to chuck this into the margins with one of these little bags on it. There you go. So let's see how we go. First decent water bird I've seen today. Nice black swan. Partner will be around somewhere. Good to see. And here's the other one, hoving into view. Good to see them both swanning around. Sorry. Well, that's a grand start to the day. One in the net. Been fishing for about an hour and a half. Fantastic. What was that taken on? Traditional for me. Dumbbell wafter. Banana flavour with a floating piece of corn as well on the hair. So, and that was right out in the middle, what I envisage to be this middle sort of section of water here. You got to get out there because I'm sure they must patrol up and down. Oh well, let's take a quick look at him. Oh, here we are. Nice fish. Look at him. Beautiful. First of the day. Oh, about £7 again. Normal stamp for in here, but very welcome to see. Well, the wind's getting up a little bit now, which is a good thing. Need a bit of a breeze. Nice bit of cut on the water. It's coming across that way. Although the clouds are coming at me that way, but they're just at a different level to the surface breeze and wind. So that's all that's happening there. Hopefully the fish will keep patrolling past and we have another one soon. That'd be nice. It's good to come back to this, what I call my favourite swim, the Ganesh swim, because it's frustrating going for a few blanks, and last week was blanks, and the crows think that's highly amusing, of course. So I had 2 blanks at one venue and then a blank at another swim on this complex here, and you've seen a few vignettes from that. There's no real story to tell apart from I caught a couple of eels. Anyway, keep going and see if we can get something else here, which would be nice, provided I don't get bombarded by rooks in the meantime. Wow, just been inundated, is that the right word? Invaded by ducks. And quite a few of them. Good to see. Well, that's about it for this 3-swim 4-day video, or 4-session video over 3 swims. Caught my first eels when carp fishing, so yeah, not good. Never mind. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and like if you did. Cheers, bye.
He's the dude who's in the mood to pull some carp out for you. He's the dude who's in the mood to show you just what to do.